Previous videos looked at the sine and the cosine rule. These relate to the angles in a triangle to the sides of the triangle. This is about the area formula. We're going to look at how to calculate the area using an angle and sides. Area of a triangle is half the base times the height. If I make the base this side BC and I draw in the height H, and I've labelled BC side A, the area formula becomes half A times H, half base A times height H. Now, we're dealing with the sides of a triangle, not the height H, so if H is not given, we've got to figure out what H is. Well, on the left-hand triangle, it's right angled, hypotenuse is B here, and if we use sine C as H over this hypotenuse B, so we're involving H because we really want to get rid of it here in the formula. Sine C is H over B, rearrange that, multiplied both sides by B, took the B up to join the sine C. H can be replaced by B sin C. So that's what we do. H got replaced by B sin C, and now we've got the area formula. Here it is. The area is a half AB sin C. So the B sin C was just the height. Simple formula, very easy to use. We need two sides and the angle in between. The angle in between is C. The two sides we need to know are A and B, so we need to know angle C and the sides that make it up A and B. It's like the two hands of a clock with the angle in between. That's the same situation we needed for the cosine rule to work out a missing side. But this time we don't need to know the opposite side, so that gets ignored. It's the hands of a clock, the two sides and the angle in between. In this example, there's 82 degrees, the hands of the clock are 6 and 5, we don't need that 7. So that's the basic information we need. So to do this question, I'm going to get rid of the P, Q and R and the 7 and keep the essential information, which is the 82 degrees, the 6 and the 5. To use that formula, the area formula, angle C is 82 degrees, that goes in, and all you do is you slot in A and B. It doesn't matter what way around because they're being multiplied. There it is. For a half I've used 0.5. You can put a half as a fraction, it's easier to put in 0.5 in the calculator. Out comes an unrounded answer. It's rounded here to one decimal place. That's how many square units in area the triangle is. Very simple formula. Here's a second use. You're told the area. You have to work back to the missing angle. This is tricky. So we're told the area. I've used the area here to quite a few decimal places because if it's rounded off the area, it knocks the answer out quite a bit. So this is the area from the previous example. So told the area. We've got the sides. In this case 6 and 5 because again the 7's not needed. So we don't need the 7. Because we're finding angle PQR, we don't need its opposite side, it's the hands of the clock that we need 6 and 5. So again, get rid of PQ and R and replace them using the lettering for angle A, B and C, where we need C because it's sine C here, and the two sides next to it are A and B. The area's 14.854. We just plug that into this formula. There's the area going in. Half is 0.5, and there's the B and the C going in. Sorry, the A and the B going in. We don't know angle C. That's what we have to find out. So what we do is 0.5 times 6 times 5. That's giving us 15. Divide both sides here by 15 to get sine C. So sine C is this figure, 14.854, divided by that 15. Don't round it. That's what sine C is, so you would inverse sine that. This actually would have two answers, an acute angle and an obtuse angle. That's the acute angle, and 180 minus this is the obtuse angle, its supplement. So it's these two alternatives. It could be acute or obtuse angle, the triangle. You can see Q up here as acute. So since it's acute, we can rule out the 98 angle. So the answer's rounded here, 82.0 degrees. So this was just the previous example turned around to work it back to get the area. So it's quite a bit trickier. You put the area in, you put in the A and the B, you're trying to work out C here, so you isolate the sine C, inverse sine it. There's actually two answers, the angle and 180 minus the angle. And if the triangle is acute, you can pick out the acute angle. If the triangle was obtuse, you can pick out the obtuse angle. So that's quite a bit trickier. The worksheet here with a mixture of questions. Download it using the link in the description. It'll have the answers. They'll have 3 questions. This is the first one, where sometimes you're working out the area here, and the next question where you're working out a missing side given the area, or a missing angle given the area. So that was like the second example. So 3 questions. I'll have the answers on the worksheet. You can download them. Otherwise, pause the video. And there it is on the download. 3 questions. The answers on them. And as well as that, you can download a set of notes that covers all the videos on the formulae and take you through all the topics, including area. So there's the first question. If you haven't downloaded, pause the video. And that's the answers. Again, to check and pause the video. That's question 2, working out the missing side. That's the answers. And that's the difficult third question. And that's the answers. The next video will be on a mixture of sine, cosine and area formulae. Hope you found this video useful. Thank you.